Good evening, everyone. My name is Fen, and while I'm waiting for the latest fat pile of cash to drop into my hands for no reason, I will go through the customary ritual of fixing the cursor. And I'm back. Last time I had almost finished, but I had left some cards, and this time I'm going to attempt to talk over some extremely loud music. What? Oh my god, it's like I saved while the new music was playing, and then I loaded and it's got the old spooky music. Hang on. Let me just see if I can bring that other music back just as a test. I mean, I guess I don't want to, because this one allows me to talk over it, which is like the great thing ever. But no, it's back. A tiny little bug or something, and one that's kind of spooky, because to me, going back to any place in any game is a very spooky concept, and I've told other people and they don't seem to see what I'm talking about, but that's okay. So, cards. I know for a fact, without even looking at any kind of walkthrough, yeah, that's a great thing to put under stairs. Like, man, I wonder if this is one of those weird stereotypes that never happened, like this weird gothic architecture with blatantly terrifying, hideous things all up in everywhere, like statues. I wonder if people actually used to do that, or if it's just like a stereotype in Hollywood or something. Anyways, I was looking all around here for a card, but it's really well hidden here somewhere. Where is it now? There! You can barely see it. It's like in between those books. And where's the... Love. Love is hidden away in between some books, because we all know that love likes to get in between things, and it is a cupid. Isn't that cute, Pid? So there's that one, and then see, it's funny, I was looking at a few of them in the little file there, and yes, I cheated, because honestly I'm not going to look around for 10 years remembering where they are. And I don't even remember half of these, but I did get them all on my first time through eventually. The Magician, by the toilet, because magicians like to go to the bathroom a lot and like wield some kind of present looking box with spikes out of it. And you see yes, well, anyway, I was also reading in the walkthrough that you have to have the UV light to lure those AIs. What are you talking about? You just lure them by getting in their face. No light needed. Jeez. Anyway, that's some sort of floor. Now, where was the next one? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I think there's a couple in this one room here. I saw some kind of portrait by a radiator-looking thing, and I don't quite know where it was. But perhaps I can... Well, I mean, there's one here. See, I know I remember that one being behind there, but I looked at here like 5 times, and I'm like, where is it? Nope, I guess it's not there. It's a high priestess. Well, that's pretty not as exciting as some of them, but I guess high priestesses could be exciting. And I remembered... Okay, but seriously, looking for a radiator with like a picture. Radiator. Is it this? It's like behind a picture and you can't even see it. It's kind of silly if you ask me. But there is another, and I just clean forgot where it was. But is it here? It's got like purple lights. So the screenshot was so not explanatory. Ah, it's here, in the telephone office. There's another card behind there, which I think there might have been a card here already, like maybe on a table or something, but maybe not. The Empress, A. The Empress of A. And also, yes, remember, in the bedroom is where the other card is. Or as they say in Canadian, bedroom. I really don't know what that joke is, but it is used on some kind of Devin Townsend-like album. What am I doing here? I'm by a bed, I have to frob the frobber, and it seems like I actually can't do it at all or something, or I just have to be like incredibly close or incredi close. Oh, I get it, it's behind it. See, I thought I had to actually interact with the thing. Right, justice. And the funny thing is, there was a card on top of here after all. Oh, it's quite silly, and apparently... Did I get it already? Hang on. Did I get that? It said there was a card on top of this hourglass. Is it talking about some other thing? Because seriously, it blatantly said, like, right there. Maybe it was wrong. Maybe I got it and just totally not remembering. And if that's the case, well, you can all just get in my face about it. And every time I say face, now I have to say it like that. Because honestly, accents are fun, even if I have no idea where they're from. There's like a weird lamp that doesn't really have anything to do with anything. Maybe it means on top of, like, the ledge around it? I mean, this just doesn't... This is just silly. I mean, I don't remember taking this. I remember clicking around trying to take something from it, but, no, well... That is some mighty smooth-edged polygons. I could really get to like these polygons. See, here's one I don't even remember ever getting. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. More like Scale of Fortune, or if you like, Scale of Misfortune, because Mr. Fortune is out of the house and not here. So how many cards have I got now? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 6, so I am in fact missing 2 more, and I'm going to have to take a peek at where they are, because I'm afraid I have rather forgotten. Go! I found them! Yes, okay, so one of them is on the roof. Oh, I've already made that joke 60,000 times. 60,000! I counted every single one of them. So in fact I have to go back out to the attic here and then get onto the roof. And roof is one of those words that you can spell it with a V and a plural and it ends up sounding very spooky indeed. Roofs and hooves. Yes, roofs and hooves is a phrase of the future. I have trademarked it, so don't you go stealing my phrase, because trademarks and copyrights mean a whole heck of a lot in the internet age. And apparently I missed one, like, maybe here or possibly in another one of these windows. I don't quite know, so I'm just going to go and see if I can... Oh, it's right there. The moon. The moon is very feminine because, as you see, women created the earth and balance justice and do all this weird shit that's incomprehensible because, you know, I think I've already mocked that enough times. No mocking. Mocking is not good. There is the Hummers making a kind of sound, even though not at all. There's some backwards text. How am I supposed to read it if it's backwards? Well, I don't know. It seems I forgot to read this, but it's like, it's cool when these things are, like, readable actually in-game without, like, going to a text. Cool, high-res. There sat the shadow feared of man, who broke our fair companionship, and spread his mantle dark and cold, and wrapped thee formless in the fold, and dulled the murmur on thy lip, and bore thee where I could not see, nor follow, though I walk in haste, and think that somewhere in the waste the shadow sits and waits for me, in memoriam somebody or other, possibly Van Canto. I don't even know what that poem is, but I'm not a very old school, ye old reader kind of guy, so I really have no idea what I'm doing when I'm reading. I'm just like, this is some very serious text. Except for that one text where it's like, and people called him Robin Hood. You know, the E and U letters in a lot of languages are pronounced oi. That's really, really silly, because any reasonable person looking at those letters would pronounce them like ear. You know, ditch. It's ditch land. I'm getting some ditch marks. I mean, seriously, I don't mean to be offensive in here. I'm not. I'm just saying that is a very nonsensical way to say it. And yes, there's supposed to be a card behind a fence or something, and I was looking for quite a long time. It did say Circle of Crypts, didn't it? Well, then where's the gated one? Jesus. By circle, if by circle you mean blatantly not a circle at all, where... It's gotta be here, doesn't it? What? There it is. There it is. There it is. I found it. It's got a light to the right of it, and it's the only fence-head one. There's the card. The Devil. Let's see him in very small scale, and while it's turning. Well, that's a pretty cutesy little devil. Not cutesy at all. But it is fitting that the last card I found should be here. Actually, it isn't, because I have to go back to the house. End that phrase. You, sir, madam, did not do your job of watching over this place. Oh, I get it. It's because your eyes are closed. That's why you didn't watch over. And the dead started to roam. Then again, who am I to assume that her job was to watch over anything? I mean, perhaps the angels just stuck there against their will, like, God, you know, we want to go back to heaven and play our harps, but no, they are not allowed. Do these doors close by themselves, or is it me that keeps closing them? I think they might close by themselves, but anyway, it seems that I can now put some cards over here, so let's just put them. Let's do some put. Justice for Sean Fan and Clone. And we've got the magician, that's number 1. The magician is number freaking 1 in the land because he cheats in duels and just magics his opponent into a very brutalized state without lifting a finger. It's pretty ridiculous, and he really should be gently disqualified because he's kind of a dick. And where is, well, there's the devil. I guess I'll just put him in for no reason. And in fact, the last one is not actually the devil, but it's that naked chick that was just there all the time. There's the moon, wherein I almost made a joke, but then made it really dumb and not funny because, I guess there's a lot of silly things in the world, and I have to keep calling them out when I see them because people just don't see them enough. And wow, you found all the missing tarot cards. Congratulations, X marks the spot. Well, now, I've collected them all, but what could X marks the spot mean? Well, let's admire our handiwork. It seems we have the magician, which is a guy in a pink skirt because it's manly. We have the high priestess in a purple dress because it's womanly. And we have the empress, whose name has an integral article. And we have the emperor, who looks a lot like a jester. We have the Hierophant, who lives up to his fant-ending name. We have Love, which is some kind of blind Cupid, which is sort of odd, and it seems to say Amoa on there or whatever, or Amor, which is not in English. The Chariot, which is some guy who's much too heavy for a chariot to bear, and the horses are going to collapse from exhaustion. We have Justice, who is balancing some scales in what looks like a very tiring position to hold your arm, and for some reason has got a sword in her other arm, which is not very balanced, because where's your shield? We have the Hermit. He's a hermit. Looks kind of like Peasant's Quest. We got the Wheel of Fortune. That doesn't look like Wheel of Fortune at all. Where, I mean, seriously, you don't see any naked people on Wheel of Fortune getting run over by wheels. Man, this is funny. Look at people getting crushed by other people who are all... Strength. With weird hairdos, holding up a big old monolith with a lion for a pet. That's some strength. The Hanged Man. More like creative ways to torture someone. But of course it's not the most creative, which is the boats, which is the most disgusting way too, but it's pretty fascinating. We have Death. He's a skeleton. Yo, bucket. We have Temperance, which I guess means I pour water all day and I have an even temperament and I temper swords. I'm running out of things. There's the Devil. Not very contrasting colors. Also, he's inside somebody's mouth, so he's not that powerful because someone's eating him. There's some kind of castle, which isn't a castle that is anything is based on, except for maybe that one Wolf and Mod for Hexen. This is the star, and this is just getting boring. But seriously, there's a star, it's like the US flag without the stripes. There's the moon, it's got some horns on her back instead of wings. And there's some guy trying to serenade the sun. And then there's some people who are getting killed by horrible music. And then there's a naked chick. Yeah, wow. Okay, so in an effort to extend this video even freaking more, I'm going to just record myself walking over to the graveyard. That is right. Oh, it does close by itself, eh? That is right, the graveyard. That is right. You heard me correctly. I'm going there because when X marks the spot, it means you have to dig. And where else to dig for blatant treasure than in a graveyard and disturb the dead and be totally disrespectful? Because dead people are just completely useless. They are not productive members of society, and they're mooching off the government because that really matters, because I can't be bothered to make money in a cool way myself, so I got to complain about other people doing so. Anyways, I gotta shut up now. So, it seems... Oh, hey, it's an X, of course. Of course, it's some kind of gravestone saying memory. Well, I could use some more memory, so let's dig some up. Let's see here. I found all the cards in Rose Cottage, and all I got was this stupid t-shirt with a crappy font on it. Halloween egg. Totally worth it prize. I love it. Oh, oh, oh. You found the Halloween egg. And I guess that's it. I guess I've finished the mission. Abruptly. There's nothing else to talk about, ever. Let's just go back to the entrance and just end it while not giving any outro whatsoever. No, but seriously. This mission, man, just is perennially great. I mean, when it comes to sheer visual engine pushing, I think this has pretty much got everything beat. I mean, a lot of things look great. I think, like, Roxburgh 3 might give it a run for its money, but I mean, like, it comes down to taste, which one sort of looks better in the end, but, like, as far as, like, I mean, look at the poly count. It's just ridiculous. There's stuff everywhere. The details. As far as, like, technical visuals, this one wins hands down. I mean, I haven't played King Story's mission, so that could very well also win, but of the ones I've played, this is pretty cool. Of the missions I've played, this one definitely ranks as pretty cool, you know, so it seems like there's no fancy little scared out of your pants things. Locke's picked one because there's only one to be picked, I guess, for some reason. And there's that pockets picked bug. I can't believe they didn't fix that either. It's apparently quite easy to fix if you do something with the game system or whatever. An hour and a half? Well, that's a time. It's definitely a time. I didn't quite reach an hour, 30 minutes, though, so I completely failed, and I must stab myself with a sword. Ugh, but what mission is going to come next? Well, next big mission is going to be Rowena's Curse, but before then I figure I might play a couple more spooky small ones, and I'm going to rummage through my list and see what I can dig up, and that does not sound very respectful and reverent, but don't pay no attention because I only play missions I like. So, thanks for watching, and see you guys tomorrow for more stuff.